In this video, I'll be sharing how to get a band 7 to 7.5 in IELTS in just 10 days. Hello everyone, this is Roy and welcome to this video. So a few days back, I took the IELTS academic test and scored 7.5 bands. I got so many requests from my friends to share tips and tricks to score high bands in IELTS test. I can guarantee that if you follow the instructions I'm about to share, you will score at least 7 bands in IELTS. So keep watching till the end and I will share everything that you need to know about the IELTS exam and how to score 7+ in just 10 days preparation. Now, what is IELTS? The International English Language Testing System is an international standardized test of English language proficiency for non-native English language speakers. It is jointly managed by British Council, IDP, and it was established in 1989. How many types are there? It has 2 modules, academic and general. So now the question is, which one should you go for? Well, in short, if you are going abroad to study or academic purposes, then I better suggest you to take the IELTS academic test. And if you are going abroad for immigration purposes or like some kind of job or work visa purposes, or you are going abroad for family reunion, then it's okay for you to take the general type of test for IELTS. How many sections are there? There are 4 sections where your listening, reading, writing, and speaking skills will be tested. The duration of the test is total 2 hours and 55 minutes, listening 40 minutes, reading 60 minutes, writing 60 minutes, speaking 11 to 14 minutes. Pass or fail? Actually, there is no pass or fail in this test. The lowest score you can get is 0 and the highest one that you can get is 9. Let's talk about each section individually and how to prepare for them. As you only have 10 days to prepare for this test, I suggest you to take 2 days for each module, like practice listening for 2 days, practice writing for 2 days and such. And the last 2 days, you should take intense mock test and study all the parts together. You can't imagine how much the mock test can help you to get a good score in the test. Because in the mock test, you almost get the experience of the real tests. The listening and reading part is the most important part when you will get an exact score on what you answer. If you answer correctly, you will get high bands. If you don't, then low bands. While in speaking or writing, your score depends on the person who will be checking your answers or taking your speaking test. So it's always better to target listening and reading part to score as high as possible. Listening. For the listening part, I will tell you to listen to English podcasts and IELTS listening test conversations as much as possible. And from where you can listen to this podcast and the IELTS conversations, you can find everything on YouTube. Most of the speakers in the listening test are British, so make sure when you practice with British accent audios. And I suggest everyone to learn with fun, so it's better to listen to music or just watch some British movies than just keep listening to boring academic audios. Then when you feel ready, take IELTS listening mock test from different websites. There are many free websites that are offering free IELTS listening tests. I'll link some of them in my description box. Take as many listening mock tests as possible because it will help you to bump up your listening skills. Do not worry if you don't understand everything you hear. Listen out for the keywords from the question and focus on what you need to be listening out for. If you miss a question, don't dwell on it, because you might miss the answer to the next one. So if you miss one question, just move on, but don't leave the answers blank. Just write whatever you want or you think that might be the probable answer. For this kind of confusing questions, just mark them right away and later after you finish writing all other parts, you can come back to those questions and choose the answer that suits the most with the context. There is a part where you have to label a map according to what you listen. This is one of the most confusing questions that I have ever faced in the listening part, so practice map labeling as much as possible. Now here are some tips that you need to focus on. Listen to British accent podcasts and movie to prepare. Take as many mock tests as possible. Read the questions first. Do not waste time thinking about one question if you don't find the correct answer. Move on to the next one, but never leave it blank. Practice map labeling more and more. Reading. I scored 8.5 in reading section and I think it's one of the easiest section in the IELTS part because you just literally have to read the question and choose the correct answer. Just like the English test we take at our school. Focus on time management during this test and make sure you answer to all the questions When I was taking this test, I can remember that I barely finished the test 1 minute before the last bell rang. Now here are some tips about reading sections. Memorize GRE test vocabulary to prepare. Try to scan, skim, and summarize the passage. Look for the main keywords and ideas. No need to read everything. Take mock tests every day. Manage your time well. After you get done with writing, recheck all the answers multiple times. No matter how you write, it's always difficult to score band 9 in IELTS writing and speaking section. Keeping that in mind, we can still follow some instruction to score higher bands in those sections. In the writing part, there are 2 sections for this question. First, you will have to describe a graph or chart. Then you will have to write an essay about a certain topic. Most importantly, don't write your answer in just one para. Make many sections in your paras like para 1, para 2, para 3, para 4. For the first part, describe the graph in at least 3 to 4 paras. And for the essay, you must follow some kind of certain structure and at least you must write in 4 paras. For example, the first para should be introduction, where you will explain the topic. The second para will be your body paragraph 1, where you will write a reason with an example supporting your answer. In the second body paragraph, you will give a reason with an example talking about the adverse effect if your suggested opinion is not followed. And in the last and fourth para, you will summarize your final answer. And here are the tips for the writing part. Avoid using the same words again and again. Always follow structures. Think well before you write. Use advanced vocabulary. Take mock tests and try to get professional help on your writings. Speaking. Now this is the part where everyone is mostly worried about. Usually we don't come from an English speaking country, so we don't really find any partner or anyone to practice our oral English with. But to pass the test, you must speak English. Then how to do it? Actually, in this section, I want to suggest you that don't be afraid and think of the examiner just like one of your friends. Try to speak casually just like you talk with your friends or family members. And it's okay to talk with an accent. You don't have to have a British accent or American accent. Your local accent is just fine as long as they can understand what you are trying to say. Because at the end of the day, the examiner also knows that we are not native speakers of English. Now here are some tips about the speaking part. Practice speaking every day. Select a topic and use your phone's timer to speak for 2 minutes at least. Record it and listen to find out your mistakes. Try to speak fluently. Do not repeat the same words and do not stutter. Avoid using filler words like When you are asked a question, extend your answer. You can explain it and then give an additional example. Dress well and maintain a good manner. Do not touch the pen and paper on the table unless you're told to. If you don't practice speaking English, then your speaking will never improve. Just like the phrase that we know that practice makes a man perfect. And to prepare well, you need to watch videos about the real test. You can go to YouTube and search the keyword IELTS Band 9 and watch as many videos that comes up on your recommendation. No matter what your English level is, try to score band 9 instead of band 7, because there is a saying that goes like, shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you will land among the stars. Now I will mention some websites where you can take free IELTS lesson and practice mock test. IELTSonlinetests.com, takeielts.britishcouncil.org, www.ielts.org, www.ielts.live, www.bestmytest.com. Now if you have more time, you can go to the Cambridge books for IELTS preparation. You can buy the latest 5 books, maybe as of today the latest 5 books, Cambridge IELTS 12 to 16. Also you can download my mobile application to prepare for your IELTS. But what I have found out that those mobile applications are not really perfect. They have many grammatical and spelling mistakes, so it's better not to follow them. But still, you can download those mobile apps to prepare for your IELTS just to get an idea what the questions and answers look like. Now that's it for this video, and if you have any question regarding IELTS, you can ask me in the comment box. And I'm really thankful for you guys because recently I have passed the 1000 subscriber threshold. Million thanks for you guys for your kind support. Please subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed yet. Like this video for better reach. Share this video if you think this video was helpful. You can share it with your friends or family or who is taking IELTS soon. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.